Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and look what I have to show you today. I made this beautiful cardigan. As you could see, it's a rectangle and I just leave the holes for the sleeves. I use a simple stitch, but you will see that making this series you will have this pattern. And well, I made this sleeve. I put a different stitch for the bottom and I use the same to decorate the bottom of the sleeves too. I love how it looks. I think that this is a unisex piece. It could be for any occasion, for a party, for a beach cover up, or it could be for a special event, right? But well, I will give you first the material list and then I will show you a diagram of how we are going to make this cardigan. But well, before we start, it's important that you subscribe. Well, for this cardigan, we are going to use 700 grams. I will use this yarn that has little sparkles on it. I think that this yarn is medium weight. It's number 4, as you could see. And I love how it looks. And well, I chose this color, and you can use the material that you want. But well, thinking more or less in the same weight yarn, I will use the hook of number 4 millimeters. But well, now I will give you the diagram and now let's start. Well, with this it will be easier for you to understand how we are going to make this, right? So well, we are going to start from the bottom. We are going to make a rectangle and we are going to start making a long strip of chains here. That will be the base, right? This strip has to measure 1 meter and 20 centimeters, approximately 160 chains. But well, the number of chains will depend of the weight yarn that you are using, okay? If you are using a light material or a fine material, well, you are going to make more chains to arrive to have the 1 meter and 20 centimeters. I'm making in this cardigan in a standard size. This is an unisex size, but if you want it in a larger size, well, you are going to need to make more chains. Well, with the same stitch, we are going to continue making approximately 40 centimeters before we arrive to the armhole. So once we are here, we are going to divide in half and then we are going to take the third part. Sometimes this technique works, but I made it and I realized that the two fronts has less. So approximately also following this technique, I decided to leave 35 centimeters for the first front and 35 for the second front and 50 for the back for the rest, right? And here we are going to put a marker, okay? And now we are going to start to make this piece apart. First the first front, then the back, and then the second front. We are going to crochet apart to have this hole, right? So 25 centimeters we are going to crochet, okay, apart, then 25 crochet apart, and 25 centimeters crochet apart. Then after this we are going to continue making one piece for 20 centimeters more. Well, then also apart we are going to make the first sleeve. From here to here we are going to crochet round and you are going to decide the length of your sleeve, right? Also, if you want to only make a vest, well, you will leave the holes then, okay? So once we finish to make the sleeves both sides, and well, in this case I will use the same stitch that I'm using for the rest of the cardigan. I know that you may also know how to calculate the number of stitches that you need for your for your cardigan. The tip that I give you is that you take one piece of the bottom and you put around your arm to see how many you need for the sleeve, okay? This will give you an idea of how many stitches you need, and this will be the exact measurement for your sleeve because you are using the same yarn and also you are using the same stitch, so this will be useful to take as a reference. Well, remember that we are going to make the same in the other sleeve too. We are going to make the same number of rows, we are going to put the same number of stitches and everything. Once we have these two sleeves ready and we finish to make all the cardigan, at the end we are going to decorate with a lace, okay, that we are going to crochet. I will show you the stitch and well, this will be the end. But well, remember that before we start, I invite all of you to subscribe and please stay tuned until the end of the video. Well, we are going to make the first long strip of chains. As I told you, we are going to make approximately 160 chains. This will be the base of our cardigan. With one thread and with our hook, we are going to make these chains a little bit loose. Like this, okay? 160 chains. Well, at the end we are going to measure and please put the chains like this, okay? And we will have 120 centimeters, right? So once we have the measurement that we need, okay, so here at the end of the 160 chains, we will go up with 9 chains. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here where we started, we are going to count to the back 6, and in the 7th, we are going to insert the hook and make a single crochet right there. And again, we will repeat, okay? We are going to make 9 chains, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we are going to skip 6, and in the 7th, we are going to insert the hook and make single crochet. Well, and like this we are going to continue the whole row making 9 chains. Then we are going to skip 6, and in the 7th we are going to make single crochet. So see you at the end of the row. Well, at the end of the row, turn around and we will go up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 chains. Turn over twice, skip 2, and in the third we are going to make an extended double crochet. Take 2, and the last 2. Again, turn over twice, and in the next stitch take 2, and the last 2. Look, 5 extended double crochet and each side 2 stitches. Then look, we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, turn over only once, and right here in the middle we are going to make a double crochet. Take 2 and the last 2. You see, a simple double crochet. Then 2 chains and then skip 1, and here in the second make a double crochet. So here we have a small mesh square. Then 5 chains, and again we are going to make the 5 extended double crochet. So here we are going to skip 2 stitches, and in the third we will start making in each stitch 5 extended double crochet, then the mesh square, and like this the whole row. Remember, here 2 chains between and here 5. Well, at the end of the row we are going to finish like we started. Remember that here we started with 5 extended double crochet, so here we finish the same. Well, look, at the end of the row we are going to make 4 chains, then turn over 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to make this only at the end of the row. We will count 1, 2, and in the third we are going to insert the hook and we are going to make an extended double crochet of 4 crochet. So we will take the first 2, then the next 2, the third 2, and the fourth 2, you see? And this is how it's going to finish, to have the same in both sides. Now turn around, make a single crochet, and again we are going to make our 9 chains, 8 and 9. So now we are going to insert the hook just in the middle of this big square that we made right here in the middle. Insert your hook and single crochet. Again, 9 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 8 and 9, sorry. And then again in the middle of this square a single crochet. Okay, look how it's looking so far. Like this is how we are going to continue the whole row, making 9 chains and single crochet here, here, and like this the whole row. Well, look, here at the end of the row, we are going to count 3 and we are going to insert the hook and single crochet. Now, turn around and we will go up and we will start like we started. Remember, we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 chains. And we are going to alternate, okay? This 5 extended double crochet, we are going to make it over the small mesh, right? And the small mesh, we are going to make it over the 5 extended double crochet. This is how we are going to alternate. So here, following what I have just said, here we are going to make the small mesh. So in the third, we are going to make the double crochet, then 2 chains. We will skip 1 space and next to it a double crochet. So like this is how we are going to make the mesh, you see? So then again we are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, yarn over twice, count 1, 2, and in the third right there we are going to make the extended double crochet. We are going to make 1 in each stitch. Remember that at the end we must have 5. I love how this stitch looks because it's wide and you are going to crochet so quickly and the stitch will looks you will tell the stitch better, right? So like this is how we are going to continue the whole row, alternating the spaces, you see, over the small mesh, the 5 extended double crochet, then the small mesh, and like this we are going to finish also like we started. Well, these 2 rows are one series. So following these instructions and alternating the squares, I'm going to continue making more series until I get the 40 centimeters that I need until I arrive to the armholes. So see you there. Well, I did get ahead, and if you count, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 series, approximately 40 centimeters. So look, if you want, you can divide this in half. I'm going to put a marker right here, and then you are going to take the fourth part of this piece, that this will be for the armhole. Remember that this will be the back and this will be the first front, and then we are going to make the same in the other side. And as I told you in the diagram, we are going to take a little bit more of the half, maybe 1 square more, so the front could be like this. Now we are going to start making these pieces apart, and we are going to make each piece apart, okay, following the same instructions. So we are going to start here and go back until we have approximately 25 centimeters. And we have to follow the same instructions to have the edge straight, right? So we are going to make the same here to have this side straight too. So we are going to crochet approximately 25 centimeters, and we are going to make it apart, also the back apart. We are going to repeat, we are going to crochet this side apart and also the second front too, okay? At the end I will tell you how many series I made. Also, once we finish to crochet each part apart, we are going to sew in the top to make the shoulders, okay? For now, let's continue with the same stitch and see you to tell you the measurements. Here in the first front we have 40 centimeters, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 arches. Well, now we are going to measure the back, and I'm making this because this is an standard size, so you can take it as a reference if you are making a smaller or larger size. Well, the back measured 43 centimeters and the other front must measure the same, 40 centimeters. Also, it is curious to know that at the beginning we made 1 meter and 20 centimeters. As you could see, while we make the stitch, it opens a little bit, so we have more centimeters which we started. So please take that into account too when you make your base chains, okay? Take into account that when we make the stitch, it opens a little bit more. Well, now that we are going to crochet apart, please take into account that in each piece we must have the pieces and the endings straight, okay, like we made here. So we are going to continue following the series and following the drawing, and we are going to crochet apart until the armhole, okay? Well, here I crochet apart. I finished to make each part, and please take into account and count that you make the same number of rows each side because everything has to match. Now that we have this space for the armhole and that we already try on, we are going to crochet everything in the same level and in one piece, approximately 50 centimeters more with the same stitch. Remember, we are going to continue as if we're one piece. So once we finish to make the 15 centimeters, we are going to crochet one sleeve and then the other sleeve. You will decide if you want to leave it like this as a vest or if you want to make long or short sleeves. Well, if we zoom out, at the end we will have something like this. As you could see, after the armhole we made 15 centimeters approximately, and we made 5 series. Now we are going to make the sleeves in each hole, or if you want you can leave it like this to make a vest, but you will decide. Now to calculate the sleeve with one piece that we have made and taking into account the centimeters that goes all around your arms, we have 38 centimeters. So if we put this into the real stitch, we are going to count how many segments we have to make. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 segments like this. So this will be the width of our sleeve. So now I have to see how many arches do I need, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 chains, okay? So this will be the width of my sleeve. So as you could see, I take as a reference what I have crocheted, so I can have an idea of how many stitches do I have to cast on to make the sleeve. Well, like we have to fit 10 arches here, all around here, so we are going to make 5 in this side and 5 in the other side, okay? So we can the half in each side. So this is how we are going to calculate to make the sleeve. So I finish, I have 5 arches each side, and I finish here. And now we are going to continue with the same stitch and everything, making the length of the sleeve that we want. We will decide if we want a short sleeve or a long sleeve. And you will decide also if you want to make a belt sleeve or so then you have to increase more segments, right? But well, to me this is the easiest technique to calculate the width of our sleeve. It will depend a lot of you on how you crochet or the type or the kind of skein of yarn that you are using to calculate your sleeve, but by following this technique you will know exactly how many stitches do you need to cast on and how many segments do you need to have in each sleeve to have the proper size, okay? And also according to the person that you are making this cardigan for. So while making a review of the stitch, this is how we are going to start it. So we are going to finish making the small mesh square, then 5 chains, and we will finish here. Well, so here I finished the first row. Now how I'm going to start with the next one? Well, I'm going to slip one until here, until the middle. So by slipping one, this is how we are going to make to start where we need to start. Remember that we go backwards a little bit because we need to alternate the segments, right? So once we are here, we are going to turn around and start making the arches. So 9 chains, and we are going to insert the hook right in the middle of the 5 chains. Then 9 chains, and like this is how we are going to start over and over a new row. Well, I finished to make the sleeve. So if we count the series, I have, let me see, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11th series. Well, so now you will decide if you are okay with this long or no. You will decide if you want shorter or longer. Now to make the last row, we are going to make this. So right here we are going to slip one until the middle of this double crochet, and we are going to make 5 chains. Well, after the extended double crochet, we are going to make 1 chain. So like this, we are going to continue making all of them in the same stitch to make a shell. So after each extended double crochet, 1 chain between them. So like this until we have 7 extended double crochet. Okay, remember we are going to turn over, insert the hook, take 2, and the last 2, then 1 chain, and again 7th, you see? Well, then 3 chains and single crochet inside the small mesh. Then again 3 chains, and now we are going to the middle of the extended double crochet to make the shell. Well, like this the whole row. Well, I finished the row and I slip one right here to close the row. Now we are going to make the last row for the final edge, okay, for the edge. So we are going to make 1 single crochet outside the shell, okay, 1 single crochet here, and then 1 after the first extended double crochet, then 1, 2 chains and a picot, and again 1 single crochet inside right here next to the picot, then single crochet, and then single crochet and the picot. So basically we are going to make over the double crochet a single crochet and a picot, and then next to it a single crochet. So like this is how we are going to continue the same in all the shells, right? So at the end we must have 7 picots over each double crochet. So I want to review this stitch with you so you can see exactly how it is. Okay, so it's very important for me that you subscribe, and if you haven't, please, it's completely free. So here in the red button below, you can just click and you are subscribed, right? So then here we are reviewing the stitch. So as I told you, over each double crochet we must have a picot. So at the end we must have 7, and before and after what single crochet. Well, here at the end we will have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 picots, and we will finish with 1 single crochet right here. Well, then after these 7 picots we are going to make 5 chains, and we will go to the next shell. So we are going to make 1 single crochet after, 1 over the double crochet, then 2 chains and the picot. And like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. This will be the second row of this series for the last row for the edge. Well, and this same stitch is the one that we are going to use for the bottom, okay, to decorate the bottom. So see you there, and let's see how it looks. Well, look, here I finished the sleeve. At the end I have 5 shells, and it looks so beautiful. At the end, I iron using a protection under, and look, for the bottom I used the same stitch. So as you could see, I made the same shells. Over each double crochet I made one picot, and between shells I made 3 chains single crochet and then 3 chains. And you are going to calculate the distance between shells. Maybe you need to reduce. Well, this is the perfect occasion to reduce if you want. The only thing that I changed a bit, I don't know if you could tell, I made one picot, one single crochet, one picot, and one single crochet. So at the end I alternate and I have 3 picots, and I made the same in the sides. So I reduced the number of picots. In the sleeves I made 7 picots in each double crochet. I don't know, you will decide. If you want, you can make all the picots or you can reduce like me. Well, and at the end we are going to iron using a protection under, and this is how it looks. Remember, to hide all the threads that you have there, first you have to hide them a little bit with the embroidery needle, and then you can cut the threads, and now we are ready to iron, right? So now let's see how it looks. I hope that you enjoyed making this cardigan with me. Well, thank you so much for arriving till the end of the video. I hope that you like it and that you make it in different colors, in different sizes if you want. And please, if you do, take a picture and tag me. I love to see you making my ideas. And please, if you want, don't forget to subscribe, to leave me a comment, and to share this video if you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give me a like, and please stay tuned for the coming videos. Also follow me in all my social media, and see you there. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.